All right, Kenman here, and today's knife may be cheap, it may be lower quality, but is it still fun? Is it still a fidgety, exciting thing to have on the table? Let's find out. I paid retail price for this. I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment down below. What did I find on the Amazon today? Wow, little tin bag on the floor. Interesting little tin. This is from a company that I guess I've never purchased anything from before. What's it called? Funbro. Funbro. In a little tin. Must not be a large knife. All right, this is the top. What does it say on there? Pocket knife. Everyday carry. The tin's actually kind of cool. It's always, oh wow. And it's, had to twist it to get out of there. Little piece of foam in the bottom, otherwise just a nice little tin. You could use that for a little EDC or a little emergency kit. You could put maybe a couple small tools, fingernail clippers, tweezers, something like that in there. All right, here it is. We got a little bag. It is technically considered a keychain, so it comes with a ring that you could ring on there if so desired. Mini bag on the floor. And what do we have? We have the Funbro. We have another gravity style knife here. So nice and clean, kind of almost a USB kind of a look to it, but it is not a USB stick. It's a gravity knife. So we have it does have a spring, but it does stop right there. Okay, drop, boom. So it's got a spring action. I have another one that has a spring on it like that. I actually kind of prefer that, except for I'm noticing here it's not. Then you have to kind of give it an extra push for that close. Little oil on the blade. I'm going to give that a quick little wipe. Cute little hollow grind on there. Actually feels kind of sharp for this price point. All right, so we have the Funbro gravity knife, pocket knife, cool folding EDC knife, box cutter knife, unique. And it's getting a little stuck up right there. I wonder if that's just got a tolerance issue or it's supposed to click. You would think that that would just drop shut, like when it's closed, just drops all the way. I would imagine the best design is it should close all the way. So if the blade's all the way out, it should click all the way closed, but it does not. It hits right there. I could probably shave off a little bit of this little piece right there. That's kind of what's catching. But, you know, that might also change the, you know, the blade still. I mean, these types of cheap knives, this was less than like $15 today for a little keychain, basically fidget toy. It would be more what I would call this than a functioning EDC type of a pocket knife. Doesn't mean it isn't functioning, but this is definitely more of the fidget factor, the fun, the on the table letter opener that's got just kind of a little bit of a discussion look to it. I mean, you can easily get that to drop open and close. And you know, if you were to practice this a little bit, you could probably come up with some interesting little moves that you could do. I don't know. But again, this is kind of more of the fidget factor toy, kind of a letter opener on the table versus your EDC type of a knife. But it is pretty cool. It's not very big. You can kind of hide her in the back of the hand there. But okay, so Funbro. We haven't even gotten to the what the nitty gritty here. It is a D2 blade is what they're calling that. Who knows how well the heat treat is. if it's actually D2, how well it's going to hold up to an edge. It feels kind of sharp, to be honest. A couple of the reviews said that they thought it was a sharp knife. But, you know, when you're looking at reviews on Amazon, people buying a $15 knife, you never know what you're going to get. Hell, these days, you never know what you're going to get on any review. So we have this aluminum handle that's got these grooves all along the vertical edge, a couple of little grooves right there, kind of a help grab that, gives you a little bit of a texture for that. The action on this is actually pretty nice. For what you're getting, the last one that I got, maybe we can look at that in a second, it did not have that great of an action. But this, you can whip that out, that little click open part. I'm not really a fan of that. And again, it did come with the ring. You could put that on there for like a keychain. But really, not a bad, something just for fun. And it's not too large, even though I have a pretty big hand. I can still kind of get a 4-finger grip on there. You're not going to be doing some crazy work with this. When I really stretch out, my pinky does kind of fall off of it. And there's quite a bit of play this direction and this direction. But if you just need to cut a few boxes or tape or something like that, this might be a fun little fidgety item, right? Lots of ways you can open and close this. Okay, so what else are we doing here? There's no jimps on the top. There is kind of a groove down the middle. Kind of helps you kind of sit in the middle of that. And these textured pieces on the side, they feel nice in the hand. It's just a rectangle, not a lot of shape to it really at all. But the comfort, I mean, it feels all right. When I'm just holding it like this, I'm just kind of doing a box open or something like that, poking into a package or whatever, this will work just fine. And that's kind of fun to shake out like that. I'm a lefty. I've been having no problem using my left hand for it. Right hand. Who likes a gravity knife? They're neat. But if you can't afford the really nice expensive ones, maybe you can swing the $15 Funbro version. Right. Okay, small. With the loop, end to end, 5 3/4. If you were to remove that loop, it's about 5 3/8. But you don't really remove that. It's kind of stuck on there. I'm just kind of giving you the size without it. Blade is 2 1/4 with a full, basically a 2.5-inch cutting surface with a little curved belly right there. But that cutting surface goes all the way to the handle there. So you're getting right into there. So when you go to sharpen that, you're not going to be able to get all the way to there. You're either going to start to scratch this up or you're going to end up getting a little weird spot right there. But again, is this something you're going to be using long term and sharpening over and over? Maybe. I don't know. Who knows these days, right? 3 1/8 for the handle. I guess 3 3/8 if you include the lanyard loop, I guess. Definitely a smaller knife. 0.08 on the blade. Oops. 0.08 rides all the way out to there. And it does have that kind of hollow grind. And it actually feels kind of sharp, surprisingly. 0.38 thickness there, all the way across top to bottom, and 0.86 there, all the way across top to bottom as well. A smaller little one for the collection, for the table. I compare everything with the CJRB Pyrite, really nice button lock. If you're looking for a daily carry user, I have a lot of recommendations, but one of them is the Pyrite. The Pyrite is a nice fidgety button lock. Good action, nice choke up point. solid user, and the blade is solid. This is something that you can be comfortable and confident in using and holding up and doing the tasks that you need it to, whether they're light or heavy. I mean, if you're getting into the crazy stuff, then get a fixed blade. But if you're just looking for a nice daily carry, the Pyrite is cool. I have the Trezin gravity knife. This was basically the first one that I picked up. Let me zoom back out here a little bit. This one has that same kind of action, but this, see, that piece does that at the top and at the bottom. It's a little bit larger, a little bit easier to get a hold of, real easy to kind of swing out. You can just drop it. But this one is fun. This one's also less than $30 on Amazon. You can look up the Trezin. I do have a video on it as well. But it's a fun one. It's a little bit larger. I actually would have said this one's kind of smaller, although in my hand it does kind of fill it all the way up. But you put this next to the Funbro, and you can see that that Funbro is quite a bit smaller. I do have another Trezin that is a beast. Oops. So if you're looking for a hog and you don't want to spend a lot of money, this thing is a chonker. It's got that crazy metal sound. Sometimes it's harder to do this on camera because you have this little space you're kind of aimed down, and so you got to use that gravity. It makes it a little bit different. But these do have pretty good action to them for being cheap. These are all inexpensive, like $30 or less knives. But if you go to Amazon, I don't really have an affiliate or anything, but you can go check out Trezin. You could find yourself a couple little gravity knives that are pretty cool, pretty fun, just little fidget toys on the table, right? I did pick up another one. This one is the one I haven't been as happy with. The action is really stiff right there, and it gets stuck a lot. So it's kind of hard out. The blade doesn't like to stay as much, but they are kind of an interesting fun. I'm always looking for novelty things. I mean, I have really nice knives as well. A little bit of room for everything in my collection. Okay, so the Funbro. Enjoy what you see. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you would like to see more. I will continue to check out the budget type knives. I'm always interested in different opening mechanisms. Gravity knives are cool. I'd like to get one of the more expensive ones someday, but, you know, savings. I'm buying a lot of knives here and there, and it's not really one of my more desired styles of knives for a daily carry. I'd rather have a liner lock or a button lock for that. But this is cool. I will continue to mess around with it, come up with some fun opening techniques and things like that. Comment below if you've got one of these, what other ones that exist that maybe I should look at. What would be a cool opening style that I haven't tried yet? Comment below. Gravity knives. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.